Future Positive Life. Thanks for joining me today on my YouTube channel. If you would like to subscribe and like what you see, then that's amazing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I hope to share some pearls of wisdom and knowledge of things that I'm learning on my own journey and you know, life experience, things that are happening. In particular lately there's lots of transformation happening, and I know that I mentioned that in my previous video with walking the dogs and little signs and things that are coming up. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. But it's becoming more and more clear that, well, it's on my heart that I need to share things with you. So if you're watching this, thank you for watching and welcome, and it's really great to connect with you, and I hope that I can share some things that might help you along the way if you're feeling some of the things or resonate with some of the things that I'm saying. And if not, switch me off. Because I was talking with Kira the other day, and we were saying about the fact that we watch YouTube videos and different things, and there's a thumbs down button, and I said, how rubbish is it that there's a thumbs down button? Really the technology and the things that we can watch is so amazing, but different things resonate for different people, and everybody likes watching or learning. You can learn, you can watch for pleasure, whatever, but why do you need to tell somebody that you don't like it? Just switch them off. So if you're staying, I'm so happy that you are. If you're switching off, then I hope you find something, whatever else that it is that you're looking for. So on with the show, live from the living room. So the transformation, and obviously people that know me, and this is probably coming to people that don't really know me, but I have recently had all of the colour cut out of my hair, and so I've been really aware of things that are transforming for it. So that's my outer appearance, but it's as a result of things that have been happening in my life inside, and it's just really interesting that it's probably about 3 years really that I've really properly been on this transformational journey, and it is sort of culminated. There's been triggers along the way. There's been trauma. There's been challenges. There's still challenges. However, it's sort of occurred to me lately that actually the transformational journey of anything is actually really quite magical. I was thinking about a magician, that transforms things, does magic tricks in front of our eyes. They might change a person into an animal, or chop them into 3 pieces, and to us, our perception of that is magic, and even if you might be questioning, oh yeah, I know how they do that. For a moment, you're either thinking, how do they do that, or I know how they do that. But either way, it's our perception in that moment. It's magic. It makes us go wow, it makes us go ooh, it makes us question things. So there's been lots of sort of thoughts and so much that I'm becoming aware of, that I'm really feeling like the need to share, because I know that it's not always easy. Any change or things that come up for us that's challenging, it's uncomfortable. And I again was talking to Kira the other day, and I was saying about transformation. We were chatting. We have quite nice chats like that, and about things changing, and how sometimes difficult decisions are because they're difficult doesn't mean they're wrong, because they feel uncomfortable for a minute doesn't mean they're wrong. It's just difficult to transform. It's difficult to make a change. Sometimes it can feel uncomfortable for a minute, even if you know in your heart it's the thing that you need to do for the greater good, for the best for yourself, for the best for the situation outcome, or for your the rest of your journey, the rest of your life. And we were, I said to her, I said, gosh, I said, you know, think about a butterfly, because we, you know, I've got butterflies in my home all around, and I said, it can't be easy growing wings. And she was like, oh my God, Mum, that's it. She said, that's, you know, that's really, that. She was like, wow, yeah. She said, yeah, and that's sort of what it feels like, or what it started to feel like for me is, you know, for quite a long time, it's felt heavy, it felt weighty, it felt, you know, the energetic weight of things from situations and circumstances and things from my past that you know, I've allowed to happen, until I've got to a place where it's like, no more. I'm not, you know, I'm really done with this now. I'm really done with the situations coming back up and all of that. So and the whole butterfly thing, I learned that just recently in looking up all of this stuff, because I've just found it so interesting, and I was thinking, you know, there's things happening on the planet. The planet is transforming, and people are becoming more consciously aware of you know, themselves, their needs, their thing, you know, the damage that's being done to the planet, the, you know, politics and everything is shifting and changing and actually transforming. And you know, though it all might seem quite like this right now, it's for the greater good. It's things that need to happen to transform our world, both our inner world, our own personal world that we see before us, and our universe, our planet. And that is actually really magical. And you've got to go through these, or you know, quite often, or in my experience I should say, I've found that you have to go through those elements of discomfort, because they're trying to show you something, trying to make you aware. You know, your emotions are trying to make you aware of things that you possibly need to heal, or need to look at, to become consciously aware of, so that you can make the change. So these circumstances and people and things that have come up in our lives are actually happening for us. They're happening for us to learn about ourselves. And again, that's really quite magical. So back to the butterfly anyway. So a butterfly actually has, so when it's a caterpillar, it obviously eats and eats and eats until it becomes ready to go into its cocoon. And I always thought that you know, that it sort of made a cocoon for itself. It's actually in its body, and when the time comes, when it's the right time, the cocoon comes around and just comes out of the caterpillar's body, and is like silk, and just cocoons the caterpillar in this silken cocoon, which I just thought was absolutely lovely. And the thing that the point that I'm getting at is, a lot of people are either have found that they're in that cocoon, they want to close themselves away, they want to it can feel quite painful, it can feel quite dark and oppressive, but if you can try and look at it that you're putting yourself in a place of comfort, you are coming back to look at your self and your inner self, and what you need to you honor yourself, honor your own emotions. What I'm encouraging for you to do is to do that. You know, if you're feeling like there's things happening in your life and it almost feels like you're out of control, and it's just like, enough, God, I'm so done with all of this shit, or I'm so done with behaving in a certain way, or being treated a certain way by somebody else, or being in a circumstance that just isn't on your heart and doesn't resonate with you anymore. Take that time to nurture yourself, to have that cocoon of silk, and be kind, and there's various ways that you can do it, to start listening to yourself and what your body needs, what your heart needs, what your soul needs. There's different things, you know. For example, I meditate now. I do EFT. I not only practice it for myself, but now I'm offering it, you know, as a help to teach others. And these are things that you can learn how to do. There's resources online. You can learn how to do them for yourself. It's nice to be guided with someone. It's nice to share that. And if you feel like that's what you need help and support with it, and you know, at a particular time in your life, then again, I'd encourage you to seek guidance, seek help, support for whatever stage that you're at, because it's really important to not only honour your own feelings and honour yourself in being true to what you feel, but also to connect and share that with somebody else. Be vulnerable, allow yourself to be vulnerable. So make that cocoon, whether it's of to shut yourself away, to have lots of hot baths, to have showers and cleanse yourself, to, you know, to go on a retreat, to, you know, get more sleep, do any of those things, meditate, tapping, reach out to a friend, you know, have a girls' night in, what, you know, boys' night in, whatever it is, you know, whatever it is you are feeling called to do, start to listen and pay attention and cocoon yourself. Because actually, though it may feel uncomfortable sometimes, and there may be emotions that come up for you that are quite painful, or and I know in my own experience of when I've come up against challenges in relationships in particular, and have felt like I'm dragging the past up, but I realised and would berate myself for doing that, you know, get cross with myself of God, why do I keep going back there? Why do I keep going back there? I wasn't going back there. I was being shown what my own challenges were, what my things that I needed to look at, things that I had buried, emotions and feelings that I had buried from back along. And a lot of it equates to fear, and for me personally, a lot of it equates to self-worth. And that is what my personal whole transformational journey has been. And I know that many others are really the same. We're all unique, but will have experienced those same type of realizations or emotions, or you're at a place where it's just like, enough, this is my time, this is time for me. And that is fine. If you need to build that silk cocoon around yourself, then that's exactly what you need to do. If you need to reach out to someone, that's exactly what you need to do. Be kind, honour your feelings. I've got something on my website actually that says, let me just try and remember what it says. It says, I had to go and have a look because it was doing my head in. So it actually says, healing isn't about changing who you are, it's about changing your relationship to who you are. And a fundamental part of that is honouring how you feel. So whatever you are feeling, it's your feelings, it's your emotions, it's your feelings, and you're not responsible for what anybody else thinks or feels about your feelings. You're only responsible for you. So and healing is really an inside job, and the transformation happens when you start to honour your own feelings, when you start to pay attention to the signs that the physical symptoms in your body or your heart, you just start listening to yourself. And that's, you know, and honor yourself. That's what the cocoon is the honoring that part of transformation where you come back to your heart, to your intuition, and you understand or start to have realizations and awareness that you don't have to carry on in the way that you've been. There's all manner of reasons why we put up with behaviours, why we go through things in our life, because of societal effects, the way we've been brought up, our parents, our lineage, things that have, you know, our parents did the best job that they possibly could for the most part. You know, some people may have different experiences with their parents, but you know, for the most part, they do the blooming best job that they can in the circumstances that they're in. But they will have their own energetic build up from their parents and for things that they've been taught, and then and back it goes until, you know. So when we come in, you know, we come all beautiful and fresh and not knowing anything, but we have learned behaviours, but we also have imprints of our ancestors that have gone before us. So, you know, there's a whole weighty load of stuff that can happen along our way. But if you're starting to notice things that, you know, that you've just had enough of, or feeling like, you know, oh God, this is it, which is happening on the planet at the moment, it's happening for an awful lot of people, we're becoming more aware. And the way that we transform is to make our cocoon, come back in, be kind to ourselves. That self-love and that self-awareness is so important. And what I didn't realise is that by doing and trying to be and people please and you know, have people try and have approval, and because of my fear of rejection and loss and abandonment and all of those, you know, those things, my core wounds were there, and spent so much time and energy trying to do and fix and please and make other people feel better. And I still want to do that. That's ingrained in me. I want to help and support people. It's, you know, that's what it's on my heart to do. But I couldn't, I hadn't filled my own cup up. I hadn't, it was coming from a different place. It was coming from needing to be accepted. It was coming from a place of fear and lack. And now, having taken the time and paid attention and done the things for myself that I know to make my heart sing and to light me up from inside and make choices and decisions that may be challenging, that may be difficult, that may feel uncomfortable for a minute, I've sat with the discomfort and I've done things to help myself come through and love myself first. And what greater gift can we give to each other and to get and our children and the generations to come is to look at ourselves and sort our own shit out, and you know, or our own patterns, and realize what parts that, you know, we've played in things. Because once you start coming out of that you know, the chrysalis and the metamorphosis and the change, you know, it's not only the hair that comes off and all of that, but it's you know, you've grown your wings. And honestly, I absolutely assure you that as painful as it might get for a while, once you start to feel that love for yourself and for your own life and for your own experiences, I thank, there's people that I used to be a victim of, you know, and think, oh my God, they've done this to me and they've done that to me, and you know, in this circumstance, and why don't they love me, what's wrong with me, why have I, you know, why do I keep getting treated like this? And you know, now I honour those people and thank those people, and I send them love and thank them for the things that they've helped me realise about myself. And you can do it too, and I hope, you know, perhaps I've waffled on, and like I say, if you don't like it, you can switch me off. But if there's anything that you've gleaned from this, just take away that be kind to yourself, learn to love yourself, and then that is just going to radiate out and ripple out into your life in magical, transformational ways, and it really is amazing to experience. So be brave, and if you know, if you lose people along the way, or you know, decide to cut things out of your life. It's like when we have a Facebook call or something like that. You know, if things aren't resonating with you anymore, then you be true to you, and it's different for all of us. It may, you know, one something that resonated with you last week might not this week, and sometimes it can go from day to day. So I send you so much love today, and hope that you might have picked up a couple of gems from this, and I will continue to share things, perhaps be a little bit more concise, and hopefully you'll get the same value from it, but at the same time maybe a bit of waffle is good too. So loads of love today. I hope to see you soon. If you would subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing. And thank you for watching this far. Sending you huge love. If you want to connect with me, you can go to my website as well. It's www.futurepositivelife.com. I would love to hear from you. If you want to make comments below the video, I'd love to read those too. And any feedback or any way that perhaps this might have helped you, I would so love to hear it, because it'll spur me on as to what people want to hear, or you know, what they might need help and guidance with at this time, from me in particular. There's loads of other resources, like I say, but you know, help me with what you would like me to share. Lots of love to you. Have a great day wherever you are, wherever in the world, and I hope to see you really soon. Bye bye.